So, Madis.
Great. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
And can you see my presentation?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So yeah, really glad to be here. I don't know exactly how many people we have that are joined with us, but I heard there are many. So good job, Arcware team and ICE for organizing this event. And I'm glad that we are having a conversation because this is my favorite topic in the world, and I'm especially interested of the afterwards panel where everyone can ask questions and we can sort of have a discussion of the field here. So yeah, um, just an intro from my side. AVAR is a 3D studio founded 8 years ago in Estonia by two students that were VR fanatics. I was the very first person in my hometown, Viljandi, who had the Oculus Rift VR glasses, and it was wild times. So we wanted to start something, a company in this field. Didn't know exactly what to do. So with my partner, we took a loan and we bought a virtual tour camera, Matterport. I'm sure many of you know the company Matterport. And then over the years, after that, we have done more than 1,000 virtual tours, mainly in Scandinavia, but also in Europe, for real estate companies, for factories, hospitality, and physical showrooms, which is funny because those physical showrooms that exist physically somewhere, they have all these products there. They asked us to come there and take a virtual tour so they can put it online and stream the. I see my screen is lost now. Yeah, here you go. So yeah, those same companies, they wanted to share their physical showroom to everybody in the internet, but they couldn't because there was no way. And that's why we slowly started to shift our focus from virtual tours and VR to Unreal-based 3D solutions, because the same clients from real estate, from product manufacturing, from physical showrooms, they needed interactive 3D content in their web browser, where you have more options than just walking around.
Say something. I'm talking.
So yeah, and these days we are more focused, like last few years we are more focused on Unreal Engine based content. We have worked together with big companies like ABB, Samsung, Jaguar, Sony, many others, and we are creating VR experiences, product configurators, 3D visuals, animations, etc. We have 8 people, a core team of 8 people here in Estonia, but also we have over 10 people as a partner network that help us deliver the projects. Mainly we focus on Europe, but this year also we try to expand in Dubai. So that's about it, about AVAR. But today I'm here by an invitation from Arcware to talk about virtual showrooms. And for me, of all the projects we have done over the years, virtual showrooms are my favorite topic. We envisioned virtual showrooms as such long before there was technology to enable it. We were writing on the whiteboard, and we had a vision, and we had clients who wanted something like this, but there wasn't a good solution to offer accessible web browser experiences, because all those experiences we could do, you needed to download the let's say 6 gigabyte file and then run it locally with your powerful GPU, which is it cuts off like 99.9% of the people who could use those. showrooms or solutions. So yeah, really glad that Arcware invited me here, because Arcware and us, we have been working together since the beginning, where Arcware was still in beta. With their help and with their exceptional customer support, we have delivered now more than 10 pixel streaming solutions to our clients. And later, I have some case studies. The results for our clients have been wonderful, and I really hope that this webinar today also sparks some interest in people to even launch their own 3D agencies and establish this technology, because there's so much you could do here. So what is a virtual showroom? There could be many definitions, but for me, I will propose virtual showroom is a digital space that does exactly what the physical showroom does, but with the reach and intelligence of a digital platform. So what does it mean? The challenge with some sectors, let's say real estate, design products, marine, aviation, automotive, is that you have a product on hand which has many variations. The product, the price starts at, let's say, 5,000 euros. In some cases, it starts in 100K or even more. And you want to sell it to your customer. And on the other end, there is a customer, and they may even want to buy it, but maybe there's a big distance between them. One is from Australia, one is from Estonia. Estonia produces great products, I know that, but in Australia, how do they know that? How do they get the experience of the product? So the only way so far has been entering different markets, creating physical showrooms, or finding resellers that produce those physical showrooms. You need to manufacture the demo products, and then the time and the cost related to creating a physical showroom compared to the digital showroom, it's they're even not like comparable. So yeah, how can we use this technology to bridge the gap? Some benefits of virtual tours, virtual showrooms. Sorry. I see my video is again. You don't see my screen. Wait a second. Yep. So virtual showrooms, they're open 24/7 globally. You can reach everyone who has a decent internet connection. You can reach everyone who has any kind of device, mobile device, desktop device, laptop, tablet, whatever. And virtual showrooms have relatively low running costs. And the most important part is that if you have a physical showroom, you don't gather real data about your users, but you can do it with virtual showrooms. I will show you later. So with one of my Estonian clients, a manufacturing company who has our pixel streaming solution, we did a calculation of what the physical showroom would cost them annually versus how much the solution we provided them at first cost them. So if you want to run a physical showroom, you have to pay rent, utilities, you have to hire staff, and then you need to set up the showroom, demo products, furniture, etc. 10K, it's in some cases it's so much more. It's just like to show you. With virtual showrooms and using pixel streaming and those really interactive 3D content in browsers, you can have like upkeep fees 500 to 1,000 euros per month, and the setup fee depends on how many products you have, variations, how good 3D files you already have of your product portfolio, but the setup starts from like 10K. So there's something. Let's go to the interesting part. One client that produces this amazing design igloo type houses and saunas and offices. We made them a virtual showroom. We put it on their webpage, and we put a lead form before people can access to the showroom. And in the 13-month period, test period with this client, average was that they got 605 unique leads per month through the virtual showroom. Additionally, they got like 400 leads per month additionally to their previous average website lead generation. The average usage time from all the users was 4 minutes 45 seconds. That we have already we took out the expiration time. Sometimes people just leave it open and go away. We already removed here the expiration time. So this is the real time people averagely use those kind of solutions. Based on the sales team's report, they say there's a 2-time increase in the sales process efficiency, mainly because customers have better product understanding. There's not so much PDF files, pictures, emails, they don't need to communicate that much. And there was really a cool case, like in the first 6 months, where we launched the showroom. A Australian private customer bought 100K worth of these houses without ever seeing them. So that was something for us. That this is actually our very first client to whom we delivered this kind of solution. It was a success, and that's why that's what got me excited about all of that. So what we also built on top of Arcware platform is this data gathering platform, where each time a person looks at some product or goes inside it or goes near it, we measure time, and after a while the marketing team can make really good conclusions of what country has the most sessions, for example, or in which country the product model, like the different product models Igloograft has. They now know in which countries which product models are the most interesting for people. So that's how they can do marketing decisions, which ad creatives they want to share in those markets, on which products they need to focus on those markets, etc. And also here at the bottom, you can see for each showroom user, we can show, let me share my screen again. I don't know why this happens. So for each showroom user, we can show to Igloograft the time they spent there and exactly which products they were most engaging with. So Igloograft sales team actually has a tool as a virtual showroom and the data platform. Each morning they can go to office, the salespeople, and they can prioritize which leads they need to call, and they already know what products they are interested of. And if they would like, they can also see the details and see everything they did in the showroom. So I think that's really interesting. Another client we had, similar use case, was like this modular saunas, but they also deliver it indoors. Their business model is a bit different because they use resellers. And from 2.5 years of collaboration with this company, we know that resellers from 10 plus countries are using this tool weekly in client meetings, and they report increase in sales conversion after this kind of solution came on their hands. Because in physical showroom, you cannot show the whole product portfolio, but with this kind of tool, you can do it. You can have each product variation here, and also the marketing data. They know exactly which ad visuals to target to which markets. You have a few examples, total session length by country. They can see in which countries there's most interest to their products. They can see the top products. Yeah. So, and we also did interviews with 30 end users from different virtual showroom clients, and based on what they say, why they use the solutions and why they value that, is that most of the time it's emotional confirmation. They already want the product and they use the virtual showroom. Like in the evening, they're on the sofa, they're thinking about, should I buy this or not? And they go to showroom. Once again, we saw in data that people were always like coming back in a week frame. They were like, they went in the showroom, then 2 days passed, they went again, and then they made a buying decision, and we asked them, why did you do it? And it was like, I don't know, I was just emotional, I just wanted to like play around with that. So there's like this playful element in these virtual showrooms, and game engine based 3D interactive solutions that like confirm people, they help people make decisions. Dirk also mentioned it before, but if you have like really complex product which has many different variations, then it's actually not possible in physical showroom to showcase that product in all those variations, because you can build only one product in, let's say, car showroom. You can have like one model, but you cannot have all the variations with all the different configuration options there. So virtual showroom or product configurator 3D interactive solution, it's actually the only way to make complex products simple for end users. Product understanding, it comes faster, and also end users were saying that it was a wow experience for them. It was something that they remembered and told to others. So I don't have more case studies right now because there's a time limit. Afterwards, we can have a conversation. I can show some more. You can ask questions. We have many more demos. But just a little bit about like future trends. What I see is that major corporations right now, Apple, Samsung, Google, they're investing billions in mixed reality and like augmented reality technology. So a lot of the future web browsing experience will be spatial. People will have glasses like those, but these act like web browsers, so you can like browse. And if you want, you can switch to 3D experience with the same glasses. But if you want, you can just be in the reality, and you have layers on top of that. So I think that everything moves towards the spatial web experiences, and also like streaming. Soon, generated 3D will take effect. We already see it in AI, that a lot of the, let me share my screen again. We already see it in software development. You just write some prompts, and in front of you, you see a web page appearing. AI just writes code for you. Soon, the same thing will happen in 3D. Companies, marketing people, even usual people can just use prompts to create their own 3D experiences, 3D worlds, and we can visit them as persons, as companies. There will be many use cases. Some of them are meant for selling, some of them are meant for communication, some of them are meant for entertainment, but I see this is the way. There are some bottlenecks today, like most of the VR headsets today, they look like this, not very attractive, but the end goal is that they should look like this. And I see that maybe it's a conversation idea for later, but I see that pixel streaming is something that will also move to those classes, because you cannot have such computing power to have a great experience just physically in these classes without pixel streaming. So I think like internet infrastructure and compression algorithms and etc. AI, this will go there, that soon we are streaming everything with our classes. So yeah, I'm excited about the future of pixel streaming. And Arcware has been really helpful in terms of help from their customer support team. Each time we have had some problems with, let's say, optimization or how to set up some customer experience, custom experience, even the founders have been in call with us and helped us. So yeah, this was my presentation, and if you would like, then you can contact me now or later. Thank you.